Good afternoon. My name is Louis, and this class is titled Africana Studies 24, Brazilian Cultures and Music. My final project is titled Brazilian Cultures in the United States of America. First off, I'd like to begin by saying that cultures in this country is widely accepted by millions of Americans. Cultures within this country come from different parts of the world and can be seen in any city that any individual walks through. There are stores, areas, neighborhoods that are defined by expressing their cultures to the world. Now, the Brazilian culture is any different from any other culture that has been accepted by Americans. Brazilian culture has brought music, food, entertainment, and any other form of acceptance to the American people. Now, for one thing, Brazil is known for music, and it is due to their musical heritage that has been accepted in America. Many different artists, such as Frank Sinatra, have been able to accept the Brazilian sound and musical talent and their abilities and add it to his repertoire of music styles. Many Brazilian artists, which are national bestsellers in their country, have become worldwide successes by allowing their music to be accepted in America and by the American people, the public, to buy and listen to buy and listen to their music. That is one of the ways Brazilian culture has been an influence in America. It has brought the foundations of their musical heritage, their African roots, to the United States. It has be- been a, it has been an betterment of music for every individual who has accepted the Brazilian sound. Though the Brazilian sound differs throughout every section of Brazil, many of these sections have come to the United States and flourished. Many of these sections come to the United States, and for example, in New York, you can see different stores, different areas where they play their music throughout the whole city. There are stores where sell Brazilian music only to the people that there are stores that have classes on how to play Brazilian instruments and how to sing in their native language and how to do any other thing pertaining to music in the Brazilian style. Again, Brazilian music has also been really truly effective in this country, and it has been part of one of the biggest explosions within the country. It was here during ragtime. It was here during the jazz time, where all these different genres of music was exploding within the country. So, with the Brazilian culture influence in the country, it started off slowly. It was a gradual pull upward, and it has been accepted by millions. Again, as I said before, this is due to the immigrants that always come to the country and they begin to express their culture to the land. At first, many people don't accept don't accept new things, but as time continues to go on, many people begin to accept and understand the cultures that come from different parts of the world. The Brazilian culture is no different. And one of the ways that many people accept the Brazilian culture is through film. First off, Brazilian culture was accepted through music. Secondly, it was accepted through film. From actresses such as Carmen Miranda, who was able to express her Brazilian roots in movies from the way she dressed, uh, from the way she portrayed her lifestyle. For on the way she dressed, she is a symbol of Brazil with her fruit baskets on her head and her bangles and her dress repertoire. These all resemble the Brazilian heritage, the Brazilian native heritage that is found in the country. It shows that Brazil is very vibrant in fruits and any other culture. This is their culture that she has embodied on herself and is shown with her clothes repertoire. Again, she is an example of how Americans accepted Brazil through her. She was the gateway where America accepted Brazil. She was the middleman. She was the symbol of Brazil within the country, within the plays, within the movies, within every aspect of her life that she did. At a point, she wasn't even accepted in Brazil anymore due to many people believe that she was Americanized. Many people don't understand that she was not Americanized. She loved her heritage very much, and she was the only vibrant symbol of Brazil within the country in the beginning of Brazilian influence in America. Secondly, oh, I'm sorry, thirdly, another example of how Britain of how Brazilian culture is accepted in America is through food. There are many restaurants found in New York City that accept and sell Brazilian food, such as Empire Brazil restaurants and Brazil restaurants. Those are two restaurants in New York City that continue to express Brazilian heritage to every person that walks through the store and eats their food. Each dish symbolizes a different part of the country. Each dish has a story behind it, just as every culture has a story behind it too. That's how the Brazilian culture has been very influenced in America. Its ability to come here, be accepted, and expand and excel, and show the American people is different. With different repertoires, with different areas, different food, music, sound, movement, dancing, all of these things has been accepted by the people here, and today today it is still accepted. Today it is still growing into new heights that people in the 50s, 40s, and 50s would never ever seen. This is how Brazilian culture has been accepted by the American people. It has continued to grow. It has flourished within the country, and millions of people believe in it. And you can walk through everywhere in New York City, you can find any type of Brazilian roots there. Brazil has brought was one of the factors that brought the African roots back to America, due to Brazilian roots, Brazilian traditions being built on African roots itself. So again, Brazilian culture was a gateway where Americans can find a way to connect back to the African heritage. Again, Brazilian culture was a doorway for many Americans to see different things. It was through their culture that many Americans knew of the African heritage, the African roots in music and food and culture. So it was due to Brazilian influence and the Brazilian immigrants that entered this country to show that many people, many millions of Americans, the truth. Again, this is how Brazilian culture has been really effective in the country. And any individual in this class or any individual outside of outside of New York or anywhere can see this. Thank you. This is my